What you doing?
We're hard boiling some eggs for breakfast.
Ooh. Are you using the Instant Pot?
I am. 3, 3, and 3.
3, 3, and 3?
Yep. 3 minutes in the Instant Pot, 3-minute rest, 3 minutes in the ice.
All right. And what are you doing other than being cute?
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, darling, you were meant to survive with every start.
Okay, it is lunch today, and I'm eating maintenance calories this week, so I'm making sure I'm having a little bit bigger portions than I normally would have. So I was eating at around the 1,600 calorie amount, and for this entire week, I've been at maintenance, so around 2,000 calories. So let me flip the camera around. Here is today's lunch. I have a 1/3 pound grass-fed beef burger patty. It's the frozen ones that come from Costco. I'm just gonna season it up with salt, pepper, and a little onion powder. And then I'm just gonna let that hang out. It's really cold out there today, so I'm being a wuss and I'm cooking my burger on the stovetop instead of on the grill outside. So it is what it is, but it works and I don't have to be so cold. So I'll just come back when it's the finished product. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna put pepper jack cheese on top, and then that's it. Okay, so here is the finished product. I'm gonna put some dill pickles. These ones came from Costco. They're the Grillo's pickles. So they're dill. Make sure you pick dill pickles. You don't want all that sugar. Or even make your own. So I like an embarrassing amount of pickles. So I'm gonna slap those on there. Need 2 hands here. Sorry about the background noise, the vacuum's going, but you know what? The chores have to go on. Okay, so we got pickles, and then I love mustard too. And because it's a beef burger, I always do lots of mustard on a beef burger. So anyways, that is lunch today. All right, so I have Mom here, and say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
We get a lot of these questions often on what do we use for mayonnaise. Now, for one, I absolutely hate any mayonnaise that I've tried that wasn't Hellmann's or Duke's. I mean, it's to the point where I said I don't want the mayonnaise, I'll just have mustard. So when my mom said the other day, like, I have a mayonnaise recipe that's awesome, that you will love, I was skeptical, I didn't believe it, bold-faced said, no way. Well, we're going to put this to the test because Mom says this is tried and true. My dad says it's fantastic.
We've been eating it for a year. She won't touch it, but she's going to touch it today.
There will be a taste test today. And if I say yes, then it might actually be good because as much as I absolutely hate the ingredients in Hellmann's or Duke's, it is delicious. So that's what I'm holding the standard to. So anyways, let me flip the camera around and my mom is going to walk us through how to make your own keto mayonnaise.
All right, you're going to need avocado oil. I prefer and have more success with the Perfect Keto unflavored collagen, salt, mustard, the stevia glycerite, and apple cider vinegar, and a pasteurized egg.
What's a pasteurized egg?
Okay, so if you buy any egg products, the eggs are pasteurized. Like if you buy eggs in the carton, the white egg whites, that's pasteurized. But whole eggs in the United States are not. We don't pasteurize them before you sell them. So what you do is I just put like a bowl of water in the microwave, bring it up to about, I think after 3 minutes in our microwave, it goes up to 140 degrees. You take it out and I set it down, and when it drops down to 138, I throw in a raw egg. You let it set in there 3 to 4 minutes, you're done. This egg is now pasteurized. Don't be afraid of eating raw eggs. Sometimes when you open it, normally if I go like to 4 minutes, there'll be a little bit of white, it's starting to cook, but that shouldn't impact the mayonnaise in any way. But this is basically still a nice jiggly egg. If I dropped it on the floor, there'd be a mess. But it's pasteurized.
So you can make your own pasteurized eggs, and you found that using a Quip's collagen,
Yeah,
it
that
did
didn't
not work. The store brand locally, if it was that one called, it's in a blue container. That one didn't work. Epic
Yeah.
fail. So literally the only one that she's actually had work is the Perfect Keto. This is not sponsored, but yes, I am an affiliate. But I'm just beware on if this recipe doesn't work, it's probably the collagen that's the problem.
Right, and don't be discouraged because I've made this, like we've been making this, I've been making it over the last year. Over the last year, I've had at least 4 or 5 total failures where I used a little bit for like making into our ranch dressing and then had to dump the rest. I never know what causes it. I've yet to find it out. I just know every now and then you get a total fail. So I'm hoping today, fingers crossed, that we don't get a total fail.
All right, what do we do?
All right, we're gonna take 1 cup of avocado oil. And that's the only avocado oil we use. And to that, I am going to add a tablespoon of collagen. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Do you know who was the recipe owner?
Yes, the person that I followed about a year or so ago, her name, it's Keto Naturopath, Judy Lavacava.
All right, so I will link this recipe in her channel down below. It's not my recipe.
1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Oh, 1 good couple of squirts of yellow mustard. Couple of drops of stevia. And we've been using the stevia glycerite lately.
Hold on, didn't focus. Hold that again. There it goes.
Got it?
Uh-huh.
All right. And I use I'm going to start with 2.
2 drops.
And if you see, the glycerite is a little bit thicker. And then my pasteurized egg. Perfect. All right. Fingers crossed. Mix that up a little bit better. Yay! Total win.
So it looks like mayonnaise.
I think we can take that off.
Spatula.
With our little spatula here.
It does not want to focus. This is so close. Oh yeah, all the good
This
stuff
is
in there.
actually my preferred mayonnaise, and I never thought. I've been a Hellman's and a Duke's girl my whole life, but this is actually my preferred mayonnaise. Holy moly!
And the fact that it's made with avocado oil is
blow your
a
mind.
total win if this actually tastes good. I'm not saying it will yet. I'm still, the verdict is out. So we will be back with the taste test. Okay, so as far as storage is concerned, this is just a nesting jar. I believe it's 16 ounces, a mason jar, and that's how we keep it in the fridge. And
Up to 2 weeks.
Up to 2 weeks. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, and well, here's a close-up real quick first. It has that same texture of mayonnaise, and that was literally 2 seconds to make. Recipes that I've used in the past, you emulsify it and it took a lot longer, so I like that speed. So let's give it the true test. I got a spoon.
Oh, I love it.
Here goes. Very good.
And I told you.
I would totally put that on a burger.
Isn't that really good?
That is good.
This never lasts more than 10 days maybe between Tom and I. We like it so much. You can use this like Jessie's coleslaw recipe, the dressing for that. It can be used for her mayonnaise, not her mayonnaise, the ranch dressing. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with this. I've even put this on chicken before I put, like I'll put it on raw chicken before I do the pork rind crumbs and make like chicken tenders. I love this stuff.
All right, so the recipe link will be down below. Comment if you have tried this recipe or if you will try it. Okay, so we're back again. You know how I'm always hell-bent on getting my protein in, and I'm always upset with her for not getting
me out.
her protein in. Well, to my surprise,
I still have hair.
She found this recipe. Now, this recipe is from Maria Emmerich, or Emmerich, however you say that. And these are called protein-sparing chips, meat chips.
Yeah, she just called chip.
And they're basically dehydrated lunch meat, and it makes an awesome snack. And it's like kind of like beef jerky, but easier and quicker. So
and much more healthy.
Yeah. So when it comes to, let me flip the camera. When it comes to our choices for meat, you can pick anything, and the grade of your meat can also be as high as you want it. I would err more on the higher end of things. Like we're using boar's head and Applegate, I think is the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are good choices for, you know, as for fillers and stuff like that. So what flavors are we gonna do today?
We've got buffalo chicken breast, and then I got just
plain
regular
chicken.
chicken breast, and then I got the Black Forest uncured ham. But they also have a roast beef, and they have a smoky, a hickory smoked turkey that's also really good too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is my oven has a dehydrated or dehydration setting. So check if yours does. I'm putting on dehydrate, and what did you say, 150?
150.
150. But if you don't have that, they have, you can use your oven on the lowest setting, and this
mine's
way 180 or
Mine's
170,
180 at home.
but you're gonna have to adjust your cooking time a lot less. So anyways, we're gonna preheat the oven. It doesn't take long to get to 150. And then I have an attachment for my door that holds it open, so I have to go grab that. But you could use a standalone dehydrator. You could use an air fryer. Just it's the temperature and all that will make the most difference here. So what you're gonna do is we're just grabbing 3 pans. I've got Silpats on them, but if you don't have Silpats, use parchment paper. Open it all up, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna grab that piece for my oven, and I'll be right back. Somebody is always here to photobomb. So now we have them all laid out. I have the plain turkey, plain chicken, buffalo chicken, and the ham. In experience, the ham is by far going to be the best and most tasty. But nonetheless, these are 100% protein, and they are going to, do you remember how long it takes in the oven?
About 5 hours.
All right, so at this point, you're gonna put this in your oven and just let it dehydrate according to the recipe, and I believe it's 3 to 5 hours. It's gonna range on your temperature.
I have a lot of hope for this one with the buffalo flavor. I mean, I can see dips and all kinds of stuff with
For
that.
upcoming Super Bowl parties,
Yeah,
you know? So,
yeah.
All right, we're gonna put these in, and we'll be back with the finished product. Okay, so it is now dinner time, and I'm making keto goulash. I've made this recipe before. I'll link my video and the recipe link down in the description box below. But essentially, you're just going to use, you can use whether you want turkey, beef, be picky, choosy, however you want. So, by the way, you always see wine in the background of my videos. This is the person who's always drinking it. I'm not a wine drinker.
I've been drinking wine. When you're Italian, you start drinking wine at 8 for Sunday dinner. This is what I do.
So let's clarify that real quick. I busted you. So they're all gonna think that's me.
So busted.
So anyways, you need some pizza sauce, coconut aminos, or these liquid aminos. It's gluten-free, but this one does have soy. So if you don't want soy, use the coconut aminos. I have a onion to use up. I have some cabbage. And then I have my ground turkey tonight. So I will show you, and then obviously spices. But I'm going to be using my Dutch oven on the stove, and I'll just run you real quick through in a time-lapse version of how we assemble this and how easy it is. So be back in a few. Okay, so I diced up a medium onion. I'm also going to dice up 3 zucchini, just gives it a little bite, a little something extra. And in my Dutch oven, I sprayed a couple squirts of avocado oil, and I'm just going to saute up these onions. Back when it's time to add in the meat. Okay, so at this point, I've added 2 pounds of ground turkey, and I'm just gonna cook this up until the turkey is cooked through, and then I'll be back for the next step. Okay, so at this point, my turkey is just about cooked through, so I'm gonna start adding the spices and the next layers of flavor. So in this bowl, I have oregano, black pepper, and salt. Just gonna put that in, and then I'm also going to get some coconut aminos. I'm gonna put the coconut aminos in here, and it's 1.5 tablespoons. And next I'm gonna grab a can of diced tomatoes and pour that in here. Oh man, that smells good already. All right, so the next thing is I'm gonna add this zucchini. This was 3 regular sized zucchini or summer squash, whatever you call them these days. And then a can of diced tomatoes. This one is 14.5 ounces. And then another can of sauce. And the recipe calls for a 15-ounce can of sauce. So I just used the same can that I had my diced tomatoes in to measure my sauce. So next we'll just mix this around, and I'll be back to show you that. And the last step I'm gonna do is put a 1/4 cup of Marsala wine in there, plus a bay leaf. And then we're going to just cover the pan, let it simmer for like a good 20-30 minutes. I have made this same exact recipe in my Instant Pot before, so you can do it that way. I just felt like using my Dutch oven tonight. But Instant Pot users, go for it. It works wonderful. And then Mom here is gonna put my bay leaf in. And then I'm gonna cover it, and I'll see you in 30. Okay, so I got this gadget off of Amazon. It's supposed to shred like very efficiently. So we're gonna see if this works, but the pictures had you go like this. Oh, it does! That is so cool. All right, well, I'm gonna put the camera down and finish this, but the whole point is to shred your lettuce with this like cheese grater looking thing. So I'm going slow for you, but isn't that cool? It actually works. Okay, so that was pretty cool. So yes, I totally will recommend that kitchen gadget. You could use it for cheese, obviously all types of vegetables and whatnot. So I got that from Kyle for Christmas. So I'll link that below. It's not sponsored, it's something we purchased, but I do think it was pretty fun. So at this point, I'm just going to add all of the cabbage in there, mix it, and put the cover back on. In about 10 minutes, it's ready to go. All right, and here is the finished product. Look at how delicious that looks. Full of protein and good veggies. Oh my gosh, so good. There's winner, winner, chicken dinner. There's the keto goulash. All right, it is like 9 o'clock, and it's time to check on our dehydrated meat chips. So let's turn the camera around, so don't mind my jammies. Let's take a look. So the dishwasher's on, that's what that noise is. Well, let's take a look. Ooh, look at those. Those look perfect. Those, I think, were the barbecue chicken. These were the regular chicken. Sorry, the dishwasher really had to go on high right now. And here is the ham. So now I'm just gonna let them cool for a little bit while I watch some TV. And then I'll put them in a Ziploc bag with some paper towels just to keep the moisture out. And then I store them in the fridge. So these look so tasty. Doesn't that look awesome? This is the ham. All right. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you at the next one. All the recipe links are down below. Bye-bye.